Right to this computer. Perfect. All right, awesome.
And we are live.
So we are live. Great. All right, so what is coaching? And so what we're going to be talking to you today is about how we, the two of us, have built a six-figure online business from home while also getting in the best shape of our lives. And, you know, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm hoping that with this, we're going to open up your eyes to the potential of what this business can do for you by sharing what it has done for us and how it has blessed us, as well as our team. And so a little bit about me. So again, my name is Dr. Stephanie Burgos, and I'm actually an emergency medicine physician. And I actually got started with this business back in 2013. And so I call myself like a grandma coach. I've been around for almost 7 years this upcoming July. And I actually got started because I was working a crap ton of hours. So I don't know how many of you can relate to that, but I was working 70, 80 hours a week as a busy medical resident. And that lifestyle is hectic. You're working day shifts, evening shifts, overnight shifts. Like there's no normalcy in that type of lifestyle, and you really just have to be fluid. And so what ended up happening was that I had gained a ton of weight. I was feeling, I had very low self-esteem, and that low self-esteem was affecting my ability to learn. I was really shy at work. I was not someone that was very vocal, and it was also affecting how I felt, with Luke and, going out with friends. I had a closet full of clothes that didn't fit me. And so it was really impacting me. And I had said, you know what? I need to make a change. I need to not give in to my excuses. And I was very active. I was working out every single day. We lived in Boston at the time, and we were always walking everywhere, walking 3-4 hours a day, 3-4 miles, a day, not hours, a day. And even though we were active, I was still eating a crap ton of food. I was an emotional eater. I would come out of my overnight shift. There was this ice cream shop that was open, and it was a coffee shop too. So
it was the second house.
It was the second house, and like it was open at like 6 a.m. and I would go in there and order ice cream at like 6 a.m. in the morning and be the only one eating ice cream while everyone else was getting their coffee. And so I am like an emotional eater. And I also at the time, I was also looking for something to do. I mean, even though I said I was working 80 hours, I was like, I had graduated medical school, and I kind of was asking myself, what's next? And I don't know if you can relate to that feeling of like, what's next in my life? What am I moving towards? What am I growing into? What's the next challenge, right? And I was looking for that. And, my husband's a dancer. He'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. But I wanted to love something just as much as he loved dance. And I remember I was like, should I go into photography? And I started looking on social media. I started scrolling on Instagram, probably how you found us and found the person who invited you to this call. I started, looking to my Facebook, and I was looking at all these women online, and men and women who were sharing their journey, sharing their weight loss journey, sharing their transformation journey. And I remember just being so inspired by how real and authentic they were. And there was one girl in particular, she started selling these ebooks, and I was like, wow, this girl is really doing it. Like, she's like getting results, she's making money. Like, I'm from New York City, so I'm like, how, give me another way to make money. And I'm like, show me the money. And like, it's just, I'm from the inner city, so I'm like, how can we make more money? So I was like, this is awesome. I was $300,000 in school loan debt, guys. And so I had a crap ton of debt. Luke has debt. And I was like, okay, I need to figure out another additional stream of income as well. If I'm going to pursue something, it has to bring in some sort of money. That's the only way I'm really going to put my effort into it. And so what ended up happening is that Beachbody kind of fell onto my lap, because at the time, Luke, I don't know what happened, but somehow we decided we wanted to try Insanity because he had it on his laptop. He had the bootleg copied version on his laptop. And so never fail, don't worry about that. Your friend who's like telling you they're supporting you, but they ain't buying from you, and they're just like, they're doing the program that's copied or borrowed. I was that person. We were those people. And we were like, oh, what's this Shakeology thing? What's this team thing? This looks really cool. And I remember it was so hard. Oh my God. Any of you who have ever tried Insanity, you guys know that program is hard. It is hard. It's like really, really hard. And I was like dying. And I remember I was like, there has to be something easier. And at the time, he had just come out with his 25-minute program. And I remember all I did was post a picture of water with lemon and this girl on my social media. And this girl who I didn't even know randomly sent me a message and was like, hey, would you like to be a coach? Like, you would be awesome at this. Literally, I just posted a lemon water. And I was like, well, what is this? What are you talking about? And she's like, well, you can save money. You can be, you get 25% off discount on the products. And I was like, that's all I needed to hear to make a decision, because I was like, I already knew I wanted to try the new program and I wanted to do it as, economical as possible. And so when she told me I could get a discount, I was like, sign me up. That's it. Like, I really wanted just a discount. When I signed up, I was like, I want to do this. I want to try Shake. And I said, I wanted to do it right. I wanted to do the supplements that is supposed to be with the program. I'm going to follow the meal guide. I'm going to do it the right way. Right. And I signed up as a coach. Didn't think I was going to build a business. No clue. Never used to post on social media, nothing. And I remember that night, I got really excited. Luke laughs because I literally was like sitting on my couch and I got really excited. And I said, oh my goodness, what if I could help people by sharing my journey? What if I could do what these girls are doing and they're making money? And what if? And I literally went over to Luke and I was like, you need to do this with me. And I called my mom up and I was like, Mom, you need to do this with me too. Like, this is amazing. Like, this is going to be so fun. Let's do this together. And guess what? They signed up. So it was like, so they signed up right away. And that's what got started. And I also remember at that time, guys, another reason as to why I was looking for a different opportunity too, was I wanted to really take time nurturing and building relationships with people and really inspiring other people. In the ER, I only have 15 minutes to work with people. I see all the complications of heart disease, diabetes, depression, anxiety. I see people coming in who want to commit suicide. I remember actually having 2 young girls who really impacted me because they came in wanting to commit suicide and they were overweight. They looked really down. And I remember just wanting to spend more time with them and I couldn't. And so I knew that there was a part of me that wanted to be investing in other people and encouraging them and motivating them to be a better version of themselves, to be a healthier version of themselves. And so that's how I got started, little by little. And literally from that day forward, since that day, the day I signed up, I started posting on social media every single day. And, for the past 7 years, we've been sharing our journey. We've been sharing our life in a very authentic and real way, the ups, the downs, the changes. And it has been so transformative for us. And so, I've gotten in the best shape of my life because of it. I'm 36 years old, I'll be 36 in July. I've gotten into the best shape of my life. We have an amazing team and community and friends that have come into our lives and have incredibly blessed us. One of my maid of honors is someone that I met through this business. And so it's like, you just never know who you're going to meet and who is going to be your next best friend or a really close family friend when you come into this opportunity, into this team, into this family. And then also being able to travel all around the world. Like, for me, I love travel. And we both love to travel, but I know for specifically for me, when I was looking at an opportunity, I wanted an opportunity that was mobile. I wanted an opportunity that I can do from my computer, no matter where I am in the world. And, we've traveled the world and no matter where we're going, we have our workouts with us. We have our business with us, and we're able to take it wherever we want to go and continue to work. And so that is something that, you can't do. I can't take the hospital with me to Europe or to South America or wherever we're going, the Caribbean, but I can take this business with us and I can connect with people and I can talk to people and I can mentor people. And so it's given us more flexibility in that sense. So that's a little bit about me. Now, Mr. Luke. Oh, the $1 million picture.
Stop it.
Let's all look at his before and after.
Oh,
that was like.
Oh my goodness, trying to make me blush here. Well, hello everyone. Yes, my name is Luke. And first correction I gotta make is she didn't ask me to join. She made me join. Okay? As a significant other, like, you don't really have a say, you just join. But my story is actually very different from hers in terms of my desire to actually join the business had to do with nutrition because when I was in Michigan, I was working in corporate America in banking. But like I grew up being very active. I was an athlete both in high school and college. And even though when I joined the banking world, I was also a dancer. So I was very active, but my eating habits were just poor. I mean, I had like no structure, no regimen, whatever. Like as soon as I was out, it was just free for all. Whatever I can see first, that's what I would eat. And those habits actually followed me in Boston, even though I was walking to work or I was a part of a soccer league, it didn't matter. Like I didn't really pay attention to what I was putting inside my body. And I found myself being fatigued quickly, not being able to focus at work. But I know that I wanted to change. And even though on social media, I was seeing people working out, I really didn't know, like, I didn't know like what to follow or where to start. And I know that I didn't really want to go to the gym because I had no clue what I would be doing and how I would follow that particular regimen. And so Stephanie really is the one that really started it. And second correction, it wasn't a bootleg version, okay? I had a dance partner in Boston that just happened to have the program. So she lent it to me, okay? Made me look bad in front of these people. So anyway, once I got my hand on a particular program, which was Insanity, I was like, okay, let's start with that. Let's see how it goes. And yes, I don't know how people can do it as their first introduction to a particular program regimen, but it was hard. Yes, we both died. But it was a good introduction to what it's like to really take care of yourself, really the real meaning of like get your body moving. And what I appreciate about that program is that there was something very simple to follow in terms of nutrition. I had simple recipes that I could do, that I could take to work, because in the corporate world, it is very easy to just order out for your breakfast, then you do the same for lunch. And then if you finish work early, there was a little bit of a happy hour, and bankers, we love to drink. That's one thing that is also very bad for like your well-being. So by the time you get home, like 9-10 o'clock at night, you just want to grab something very small, put it in the microwave and eat, and then just go to bed. So it was good to have something that I could follow, that I could take with me to work, that would just keep me on track at all time. And I really needed the help because my nutrition was so bad that I started to show sign of early high blood pressure. And being the doctor that she is, she was like, we got to figure this thing out because I don't want to lose you like anytime soon. I know she loves me. So it was like, so it really take care of everything that I needed. And I didn't even know that it was right there in front of me. So to me, nutrition was the biggest part. And once I was able to dial in on that, then I saw drastic changes in terms of my focus at work, in terms of how I was able to play soccer, even in dance. I was able to be able to like perform at a very high level. I was really able to dance for like long periods of time and overall feeling good about myself and the things that I was eating.
So yeah, so as you can see, we both got started for somewhat like different reasons, but also similar, just really wanting to.
But I was coerced. I just stood by that.
But wanting to take back our health and wanting to live a healthy lifestyle. I'm like, if I'm gonna get healthy, you need to get healthy with me. Like it just can't be me.
And another reason also for me is that there is family history also of health issues. So it was very big for me to take care of that as soon as I possibly can and not become like my parents, deteriorate at a very early age. So that meant a lot to me.
So what we want to do is we want to go right into the common questions, concerns people have when it comes to joining our opportunity and becoming a coach. Because this is what we hear every single time. And so we just want to go directly into it. So
all right,
we're going to do a little Q&A.
All right, Stephanie, it sounds really great, but I just don't know. I'm just not good at selling.
You're just not good at selling?
No, I'm just not good at selling.
Neither am I. And so one thing, guys, that I will tell you when it comes to this type of opportunity and this type of business is I tell people all the time, this is why it's important that you actually use our products and you actually have your own experience with our products, because I never want you to feel like you're selling something. I want you to feel like you are sharing something that is changing your life. And that's why I always tell people, like, if you join our opportunity and you actually use our products and you follow through and you do the activities that we tell you to do, your life is going to change. And you're going to come from such an authentic place. You're going to come from such a high vibrational, happy place that it's not going to feel like you're selling anything, because you're just going to be sharing. I mean, think of the time when you go to like your favorite restaurant, right? You go to your favorite restaurant, you come home and you're telling everyone about it. You're telling them what to go eat, what to order specifically. So you, in a way, are sharing what you love. And so, and I don't tell, like, that's why I would never tell someone to come into our business and not buy anything and not try one of our workouts or try one of our supplements, something that's within our nutritional portfolio. Because again, I never just want you to feel like you're selling something that you have no history with, or something that you've never tried. So I would tell you that it's not about selling, but about sharing what is working for you.
Your best sell always comes from experience.
Yes.
We want you to experience that so that you know exactly what you're talking about. So, all right, this sounds good, but what if I don't have the time? I'm busy.
So I would say when it comes to time, this is what I love about it, right? So like I said, when I got started, guys, I was working 80 hours a week. And so what we teach you when you come into our team is we teach you how to work in pockets, like basically a power pocket, as we would call it, or an action hour, being able to work this business 1 hour of your day. And if you can't dedicate a full hour, maybe you do it in 30 minutes at a time, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the evening. For me, when I got started, I worked it in the cracks of my day. So, one of the things we do every day is we listen to personal development, we call it, and which is basically feeding our mind. And so I would do that on my way to work. I used to walk to work. And so I would do that as I was walking. So it became, again, part of my lifestyle. And so the good thing is that when you are your own boss, when you are the CEO of your business, you get to choose how much or how little you want to build the business, and you get to choose when. So if, we have a lot of mothers on our team, we have a lot of people who work full time. So sometimes they wake up, we have teachers, they'll wake up an hour earlier, than they normally are used to, just to get in that hour, where they can work out, where they can really work on the business. Or sometimes they do it in the evening. I have moms who work from 9 to 10, or other parents who work from 9 to 10, again, just depending on when. So we will teach you how to work this business at least 1 hour, very focused, so that you can get the most done and be productive. Because remember, just because you're busy, right, it doesn't mean you're productive. And so it's about really, we help you, we ask you, how are you using your time, and helping you to prioritize, because something that's important to us is balance, and making sure that you're making time for the things that you love, which are, which usually tends to be family and any type of side hobbies that truly bring you joy. And so we want to make sure that you make time for that. And that's very important to us as well.
Okay. Sounds good. But my life is very boring. Like, I'm just not inspiring. Like, I got nothing to share.
I know this, it makes me sad when I hear people say this, because, it's one of those things where we all have something to share, and we all have wisdom inside of each of us. And what I've learned is that the best coaches, the people who do the best in this business, are just, are everyday people. Trust me, everyday people, moms, dads, everyday people who are working, and all they're doing is sharing their life authentically and genuinely. And you'll see that people are going to want to support you. They're going to want to come along your journey, and they're going to want to see the good and the bad, the struggles, and they're going to want to cheer you on. And what I will tell you is that one thing I also love about this business is that anything you've ever been through in your past, any type of trauma, anything that's hurt you, anything that's been that in the past was like a really bad time, this is an opportunity where you can really shape that and look at it as an opportunity to share sometimes what happened to you in the past as added wisdom, as really shining a light to other people of what you learned, to see if you can help them not make the same mistakes you have. And so again, we all have a story to share. We all have gifts to share with the world. And what I love is that by being a part of this business and being a part of this team, we're going to encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, and we're going to encourage you to share who you are. And literally, we don't want you to be anyone else but you. And we're going to encourage you and let you know that there is something amazing, so many amazing things inside of you. And I don't know about you, but I love being around people like that who are just supporting me and just really encouraging me to be my very best. So.
All right, okay, good, good, good. But I just don't know. I'm not in shape. I'm not a trainer, so I don't know if I can really do this. I don't.
Yeah, so this is something, so when I got started, I actually didn't, I wasn't at my goal weight at all. And I will tell you that most people come in and they're not at their goal weight. And most people come in and they've never even done, our workout. And I will tell you that I'm nowhere near a trainer and I'm not a nutritionist. And I have no desire to make meal plans and I have no desire to create workout plans. And so what we do, what I love is that Beachbody already has world-class trainers and they have world-class nutritionists. And it's our job to pair up our client who comes to us asking for help with those resources. I don't need to come up with the plan. And then what I love too, guys, is that what I've noticed is that when it comes to sharing your journey, what matters more is the journey. Like whenever you throw up a before and after, yes, it's great and it's super motivating. And people think you need a before and after, you need a transformation before you can actually start helping someone. But understand that a lot of times people will look at that before and after and they're just like, wow, that's great for her, but I can't do it, because they didn't see the journey. They didn't see you showing up every morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the mornings, whatever time. They didn't see the struggle. And I will tell you that when you share the struggle and you share your beautiful smile and you show up every day and little by little they see the changes and they're going to be like, wow, like look at her. Like she's been sharing for like 5 months, a year, and look at how much she's changed. And I've seen it. It's like little by little. And that's more inspiring for people because it's more relatable. It's more doable because they're actually seeing what you're doing. And that's going to inspire them even more.
Okay. I just don't know. Like, I live in a very small town. Like, I don't know enough people. Like, I don't think I can do this.
Well, that's the beauty of having a business that's online because for example, like for me, like I always think about if I was not someone that was a social influencer, meaning someone building a brand online, I would only be able to impact the people who I see in my ER. And that, even though that's great, and yet could I impact more people locally? Yes. However, the potential is even greater through online. And through our training, we teach you how to grow your social media. We teach you how to reach out to the people who you know now, and then how to start putting into practice things to help you grow your social media platforms.
To make yourself more visible.
Absolutely.
So that people know that you exist and you are there to help.
Absolutely. Because it's all part of the training, guys. Like I said, when we came into this business, we didn't have any skill set in growing a social media or, leading a team or posting very consistently or knowing anything about branding or colors or photography. All of that we have learned because, again, we came into this business willing to learn, willing to be coachable, willing, understanding that, hey, this is a whole different industry and we need to be a student and we need to just take it day by day and learn a new skill set. And we were both willing to do that. So I will tell you, in terms of not knowing enough people, come on in and we're going to show you how to grow that and how to reach more people.
This sounds way too good to be true. There's got to be something about this. Is this a pyramid scheme?
So this is also a common question about the pyramid scheme. And so one thing when I got started, this was also one of my concerns. So I decided to do my own research. And I encourage all of you to do your own research of what is a pyramid scheme. When you look up what it is, you'll see that number one, it's illegal in our country. And number two, what it is basically when someone asks you, they'll come up to you and they'll say, okay, give me $500 and I'm going to give you an opportunity, this idea of an opportunity or the potential of an opportunity. And you're going to help other people. You're going to make money by telling them of the same thing. You're going to give us $500 for this opportunity. There's never any exchange of product. What I love about this is that with our business, when you do invest, when you put in the money to invest to open your business, you're actually getting a full package. You're getting
something.
You're getting something and you're getting what you need to succeed. You're going to get a full year access to our programs. You're going to get a 30-day supply of one of our supplements. So you're actually getting something. And so that is one of the main differences when it comes to, what a pyramid scheme is. Also, some people worry that if you come in, you can't make more, like the person above you is making more money. And that's not true. Like, I'll give you an example, and I'm a great case because the coach who brought me on, she never worked this business, and
So we make more money.
we make way more money than she does because she's never put in any effort. So just because you're, someone is above you, it doesn't guarantee that they're making more money, they're making more money, than you. And so what I always tell people is, you come into this business and literally the potential is limitless. Like, you go in and you can come in and outdo me. I'm going to encourage you to outdo me. I'm going to encourage you to come in and go ahead, let's run, or whatever it is you want to do. I'm going to encourage you.
We will train and coach you to outdo us.
Yes.
That's the goal.
Yes. Leaders
goal.
Train other leaders. Like, that's what leaders do. That's true leadership, is to help other people go above and beyond you. And that is what we're seeing in our team. And so again, that's just a little basic breakdown of a pyramid scheme. And then I wrote here, if you don't sacrifice now for what you want becomes the sacrifice. So just kind of keeping that in mind, guys. It's about really, taking action now and doing things now that maybe other people wouldn't be willing to do, so that later you can have a life that people are not able to have. And that's what we're starting to see now. 7 years later we're starting to see the fruits of that labor, and it's continuing to grow. And and we'll share that more when we share more about the income. So Luke, what if my husband doesn't want to do this? Like, what if he doesn't, what if he's like, no, like, this is all you, boo. Like, this is not me. This is going to be your thing. Or even worse, like, I don't even think you should do this. Like, this is a waste of money. Or your mother comes to you and she's like, what you doing? Like, that's like that Amway thing back in the day. You're going to lose some money off of that. Like, tell me what.
I mean, clearly it was not my case. I was so supportive from the jump. No, actually, I wish I had a positive story for that, but I was the supportive, significant other.
Yeah.
But to be completely honest, I was supportive from the sideline. Like, oh yeah, I support you. Like, I'll be your fan, but I wasn't really trying to be involved. And I'll be completely honest, she was the one that I really had like the vision. She was the one that like saw the opportunity. Mind you, I was not really seeking it, but she saw it. She saw a vision and she went for it. But me, I just wanted to support whatever made her happy, but don't get me involved. But at the same time, I was also looking for something to help me. And I had no clue that in whatever she had found was the solution that I was actually seeking.
Mm-hmm.
So once I saw her consistency, and once I saw that despite her killing herself, she was actually feeling good, and she was happy to be able to fit her clothes. She wanted to go out. I don't know about you, but if I know someone who's happened to experiencing joy or having success in something, I want to be part of that too. So obviously I got curious and I told myself, well, what are you doing? And so she got me involved. But one thing that she did that was very good is that she shared with me the vision and what she wanted to do. And from that conversation, I was able to realize, okay, the fitness is really not for me right now, so I'm going to support you in whatever you want to do. And if I find something that works for me, then we'll do that together. And then once the nutrition piece was introduced to me, I said, okay, now I can join. And the fitness was a no-brainer for me because I always like to be active and just get my body moving.
And I would just say, it's remembering, guys, that you hold the vision first. Yes. Whoever's coming into this business, you hold the vision first. And it's not up to, and all week, I never forced him in a sense to come and help me or do the workouts with me. And even now, we don't do our workouts together.
Oh, yeah.
We support one another. Yes. And I just kind of held space, always holding space that he'll eventually kind of get on board. But I never pressured him and I never expected him to do that. And I always knew that sometimes you have to show them what's possible. When you're a leader, and all of you are leaders in your household, when you're a leader, you have to show what's possible first for some people. They just don't see the vision. And you shouldn't let that deter you either, because you're the one who sees it. You're the one that God placed this beautiful vision in and gave you this desire. And so it's up to you to show them what's possible. And then you'll see when you start having success, when you start looking good, when you start making money, they're going to come in. They're going to be like, what is this that you're doing? Like, this is wonderful. So it takes time. And I wouldn't let the fact that if they're not supporting you right now, I wouldn't let that deter you, because again, trust me, they will later on when they see how much is drastically changing and transforming your life.
This is why, again, I can't stress this enough. It's very important for you to clearly state what you want to do or what you want to accomplish and how you want your significant other to support you.
Yes.
Because once you are specific and clear about those ideas, oh, I want you to just encourage me or just tell me this or whatever the case may be, then you have a plan and you know how to stick to it. Because we know so many people that had great intentions, started very well, and then, well, nobody's joining me, so I quit. But that was your vision. That was not his or the whole family. That was you. So once you stick to your vision and your plan of attack and you succeed, then people will join on board.
And then this last thing that I just want to add here, because this is a common question we get a lot too, is what if you have your own supplements or workouts that you enjoy doing? I always tell people the way that I look at what we offer, it's an added tool into your toolbox. And so if you already have, you like CrossFit, you like to go to Pure Barre, you like, you have your own regimen, you go to a personal trainer. On the days when you are not doing those things, what are you doing? Do you have a system in place? Do you have something for when you travel? So this is something that can truly be an added toolbox. And it's the same thing with our supplements. We have such a wide variety of supplements. And so I just encourage you to come in and see what we have to offer and to see how what we have can supplement and help you, with your goals as well.
It's always good to have options.
So what do we do exactly as a coach? And so number one is we focus on being the best version of ourselves. And this is honestly what I love most about this business. It's because, I have never been a part of something where they wanted me to work so much on my mindset and work so much on my health. And that is literally my job as a coach it's to work on ourselves and to be a better version of ourselves. So number one is your main job is to be a better you. Like literally, that's it. And I remember when I came in, I said, you know what? Even if I don't make any money, if I get into the best shape of my life and I become more confident and I love myself even more and I love the skin, I love myself in the skin that I'm in and it affects me in that way, it's worth it to me. And, that mindset is still what plays today. It's worth it to me, hands down. So number one is working on being a better version of yourself. And then number two goes along with that, which is shining your light out for others, right? We just said, we're going to encourage you to be the best version of you. We're going to encourage you to shine your light, to literally be radiant, to literally, be there and be who you are boldly and courageously and with joy. And that takes some development for some people. And I'm telling you, we will help you get there.
Oh, yeah.
And that will change your life, period. Like if we can help you become more confident, love yourself more, shine that light out for others so that you can then help others do the same, right? So that you can be the example of what it means to be healthy, what it means to be, mentally stable and emotionally stable, to have a strong emotional health, and then also to have, that financial flexibility, in your life. But we're going to show you we're going to encourage you to be more positive and to be more optimistic and to be more encouraging and compassionate towards yourself first so that you can be it towards others. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you for a lot of you, just that alone will be so transformative for you to be more loving and compassionate and more positive and more encouraging and kind to yourself. And then when you treat it's like, I don't mean to like pre-preaching, but it's like you treat others how you treat yourself. You really do. And I've learned that so much through through this business and being a part of this business. So that's really kind of the meat and butter of what we do as a coach. And really it's like bettering yourself and then you help others do the same. Very simple. So show me the money. So basically we have two main ways in which we make income.
With commissions.
Yep.
Right?
So
we earn a 25% commission on all the products that we sell.
Mm-hmm.
So that can be all of our supplements or vitamins, things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And then the other commission, which is 40% on our Beachbody On Demand, which is our online streaming platform, which is what gives you access to all the workouts that you get to do from your laptop, smart TV, smartphone.
Right. So so that's the direct retail. So we have the commission And then what ends up happening is as you build a team under you with us, and so we're going to be helping you in this aspect as well, we have what we call our team cycle bonus, which is the residual income side of this. And so at a rough estimate, just so that you guys can get an understanding, what it does is that it looks at the production that is underneath you from part of the team that we bring in after you sign up. So that's why it's better that if you're going to sign up, you sign up today, you sign up right away, you take action, because what's going to happen is you don't want to wait, because I'm guaranteed, a month from now, 2 months from now, we're going to have people who have joined. And so if you join today, the next person that joined, that if we bring on someone, let's say tomorrow, we have to place them under you. And so you're going to benefit from whatever they sell or buy. If they decide to take off and they do amazing, you're going to benefit from that. And so we're working together. That's one of the benefits of joining a team like ours that's actively building, that takes this seriously, because we're going to be helping you. It's going to have a direct influence on your income potential. And so, and just roughly, again, for every $300 of product that is sold and bought under you, you get roughly $14 to $18 depending on your rank and depending on where you are in the business. And just to give you guys an idea, last week alone, our team brought in, I wrote this down, brought in close to $32,000 in product and sold. And so out of the $32,000, divide that by 300, and that gives you a rough idea. But that's just a big eye. I just wanted you guys to get a little bit of an idea of that. Then the other way that we bring in income as well is through our quarterly bonuses. And I love that too, because that's about leadership development. As you build other leaders under you and they get to certain ranks, it's literally like a thank you from the company for helping others succeed. And so just to give you an idea of the quarterly bonuses, there's 4 types. We get one when you're 2-star, which is where you have 2 diamonds under you. That's about $1,000 every quarter. You have one at 5-star, which is a little less than $5,000 a quarter. You have one at 10-star, which is $20,000 a quarter. And then you have one at 15-star, which is about $50,000 to $60,000 per quarter in just bonuses alone. And so again, this is as a thank you for helping to develop other leaders underneath you. So literally, it is, to our benefit to help you succeed and to help you grow. And we are, 100% in, all in when it comes to, helping you grow and helping you have a successful business. So what we want to do, and what I wanted to do, is give you some ideas of the potential income that you can, actually, let me see, for some reason this is not coming up real quick. Sorry about that. I want to make sure that it shows. But I wanted to give you guys some ideas of the income potential that you can have within the company. And obviously, when it comes to income, nothing is guaranteed. And so we say that because obviously I can't tell you, I can promise you this, because it is all based on someone's skill and someone's dedication to the business. So we have Ariel here. Ariel is someone who's a banker. She's a banking manager. She has put in a lot of hard work and effort. And she actually was a coach for a while before this 2018 amount. And she was more of a hobby coach, as we call it. And we'll tell you more about that in a second. But she was more of a hobby coach. And she came to me and she said, you know what, Stephanie, I want to pay for my honeymoon. She had a $10,000 honeymoon in 2019. And she was like, I want to pay for it. And she made a decision and she went all in. And as you can see, she's been growing her business very well, very consistently. And last month she had a $4,000 month in April. So very encouraging of just kind of what you can do with your own skill and effort. Here we have Chelsea. Chelsea is a teacher. Teachers do not make the money that they should be making. I have teachers on here. You guys know what I mean. And all of us know teachers, and they just work so hard. You guys work so hard for little pay. I'm sorry, you really do. And it's a shame. We're not going to go into that, but it's a shame. And so Chelsea came in and she's like, I want to match my income. I want to match my teaching income. And actually last month, in April of 2020, she was able to match her teaching income. So that's incredible, right? Because that's financial flexibility. She's still teaching. She loves teaching. But I teach, what we teach when it comes to wealth building is that it's about having multiple sources of income. It's not just about having 1 or 2 or 3. They say the wealthiest people have 7 ways that they're bringing in income into their household. Here's Anna. Anna is someone who is also a teacher. Again, she just got started. So she's someone who has made a decision to take this seriously. And she literally, guys, talking about time, she works this business 1 hour a day. 1 hour in that power hour that we teach you, very focused, very consistent. Every day she works her power hour and she stays consistent. So consistency over time equals success. And so you'll see in April, she had a $1,300 month. And that's amazing because, again, extra income, financial flexibility, she's paying down debt. You know, these are the types of things that we're going to help you, encourage you to dream about and push for. I know, right? Here's Karla. Karla is on fire. Karla is like, she's someone who is, she is someone who, her avatar is within the Latino market, and she's doing amazing things to encourage her people, the Latinos. And so, but she is someone who has been super consistent for so many years. She's been with me probably, I want to say like 4 years, almost 4 years as a coach. And last month she had a $3,800 in the month, which is definitely overpassing what she makes in her day job. And so again, offering more financial flexibility. She is about to close on a home, which I'm super excited. She hasn't announced that yet, but soon she was going to sign. So surprise, she'll have a home. Well, I'm hoping she does, and so we're putting it out to the universe. But again, just the house is closed. But again, offering more opportunity for financial flexibility. And then here's my husband and I. You know, this is the combination of both of our business centers. And so what we encourage everyone to do when they sign up is to absolutely sign up their spouse right away. Because that first spot, those first 2 spots within your organization are like real estate, prime real estate in your organization. And because Luke is at the top of my organization, I actually have Luke and then I have my mom at the top of our organization. The whole team, you know, we have close to 700 coaches on our team. The whole team, half of the team is under Luke and half of the team is under my mom. And so they're benefiting from that production in terms of that volume, like I was talking to you about when it comes to the residual income side. And so, you know, in 2018, we were bringing in, you know, 5,900, which guys, I will tell you, my first month, I think I brought in like $40. And then I think the first 6 months of my business, I brought in $3,000 in the first 6 months. But that's because when I tell you, I got that vision and I went for it, like I went for it and I didn't care. I didn't care because I knew I was promoting health. And I knew because I see every day when I go to work how unhealthy people are. And I see how unhappy people are. So I said, you know what? I'm going to stand for something better. And I'm going to be a beacon of light and health. And I'm going to be the example. And I used my social media. And with that passion and that mission, I have shown up every single day. And that's why in the beginning, when I made a decision, I started having lots of success right away. And it's because of that. When you have a why that's really big and a mission that you really can stand for, you're unstoppable. And so last month we had our biggest month. We crossed $10,000. And it's funny, guys, again,
it was a big goal of ours.
It was a big goal. And we talk, when you come into this team, we're going to talk to you so much about dreaming big. We're going to talk to you so much about vision. And I would tell you in January, I wrote down on my vision board, I wrote down $100,000 in this business in Beachbody for the year. We're going to surpass that. We are surpassing that. Like now I'm like, shoot, I need to put $200,000 on that. Like we're going to go double and we're not even far from that. You know, $200,000 in a year is $16,000, you know, roughly a month. And we're almost there. And it's like, again, when you set vision and you work together with others, and that's another thing, when you come into this team, we're going to talk to you about being a part of the team, not working on your own, but come in and link arms with us and let's create something together. You know, that's going to have more power than you working alone. And so again, we're just showing you this of what's possible, right? I know for me, like, you know, you just never know. You know, I thought my job, I'm an ER doctor. I thought my job was secure, but I had most of my shifts cut because of what's been happening. So you just never know when, you know, something is going to fall from under you. And it's good to have other resources available to you. So when you come in, we're going to tell you there's really 2 main ways when it comes to being a coach. So
the first type of coach that you can be is a discount coach. And really what a discount coach is, the coach that just enjoy the products, that really just want to work on his or her health, but in his or her mind has no desire to build a business or make an income. That person is just there for the community and the product and enjoy the discount. And that's really about it.
Yeah. And that's good too. If that's what you want, that's great. And we're going to support you and we're going to love on you and we're going to tell you.
Welcome.
Yeah, we're going to welcome you.
We welcome
then you have what we call a hobby coach, which is someone who wants to come in, but they're not really looking to really build the business. However, if a friend asks them what they're doing, they do want to get the commission and they want to maybe get their Shakeology paid for or what they're using paid for. So again, that is more of a hobby coach. And then you have what we call a business builder. And that is someone who is like us. We're going all in on the business. We're saying, what can this do for our family? What can, how can this change our lives? How can we help others? How can we, become a 7-figure earner in this business? Right. And so we're going all in. And so we're a business builder. And so it's the same price to get started, regardless of which way you go. But those are usually the way that we categorize you as you kind of come in. And then what you get with your investment, you're going to get a fitness package. And so you're going to get a year access, and we'll talk about the packages in a moment, but you're going to get a fitness package and 30-day supplementation, as well as a ticket into our virtual gym. And then you're also going to get access to all of our team trainings. We also have a team Facebook page. And so there's a lot of support. Every day we're running those action hours. Every morning we get together on Zoom to work out. That's available to you.
We're big on mentorship.
You have access to all of our YouTube trainings from the past 7 years over on YouTube. So you have a ton of resources. You're also going to be added to a messenger pod or a text pod, depending on what your coach likes to do, of other people that are at the same stage as you, so that you guys can work together and grow together and ask questions together. Also, you're going to get invited to quarterly trainings with other coaches in the network, and then you're going to get access to a diverse team of driven and motivated individuals. I love that our team is incredibly diverse. It's one of the things that I'm most proud about, when it comes to our team, is that we have an incredibly diverse, probably one of the most diverse, if not the most diverse team within the network. So what are the costs, right? What is it? What is the catch? What are the costs? So the cost is going to be an investment of anywhere between 160 to 220 to open your business and get started. And that includes your package, guys. Okay. So like I said, that is the investment. Literally, when I started, I invested $205 to open up my business. That's it. $205 to open up my business. And, if you think about how much it costs to run a franchise or to open up a franchise, that's $100,000 of saved cash, liquid cash, $250,000 of liquid cash. This is just $160, and it's actually cheaper this month because there's a sale. So it's even more affordable to get started. Then after today, so let's say you get started today, you pay the $160. That's going to get you and it's not $160 a month. I want to clarify that. It's one-time payment of $160 to get started. Okay. And that includes a year access to our programs. So yeah, no monthly fee there. Full year access to our programs. After that, so 1 month from now, you will get charged the $15.95 coaching fee. That is the only mandatory fee that is required to be a coach.
So what does that fee cover?
That fee covers 24-hour customer service. It covers the fact that you don't have to hold any product in your house. It covers all the fulfillment, the shipping, returns. It covers that. You also have an online office where you'll see your customers and other coaches on your team. So that is what that service fee. So basically I pay $15.95 for someone to make sure that my business stays up and running. To me, that's a good deal. And again, that's the only mandatory fee. And so like I said, low cost, low risk, which was really amazing. And you can always cancel. And I always tell people you can cancel at any time. It's super easy to cancel if you just feel like this is not for you and you don't want to continue paying. Another thing I will say is that if you are military, it is you can get this fee waived, the $15.95. So just remember that if you are military, let your coach know or let the person who invited you know about that so that you can make sure you get that waived. And then the different enrollment options. And so like I said, these are the different enrollment options. There's other ones as well. So definitely talk to your coach, but these are the ones that we recommend. So these three on the right are if you do not have Beachbody On Demand yet. So you need to get the Beachbody On Demand system. And so like I said, you're going to get 1 year access to all of our programs. Plus, you're going to get 30 days of either Shakeology, which is our superfood shake. It's a meal replacement shake. It's amazing, guys. It has over 70 nutrients in it. It's not a protein shake. It's not a protein shake. It has superfoods and probiotics and multivitamins in it. So it's meant to be more of a meal replacement. I take it more like a snack. he drinks it for dessert.
Yes.
So again, we have different reasons and, as to why we drink it, but you could either get 30 days supply of that, or you can get our performance pack, which will include our Energize, which is our pre-workout, which is amazing, as well as our Recover, which is our post-workout protein shake. So that is more of a protein shake. And so you'll get that. So those are your two options. And so like I said, you have the one that's 160. This one comes with the containers. So if you do want the containers, you may want to consider the package that comes with the containers. This will help you with portion control. Or if you just want the most economical option, it's literally 140 on sale this month, guys. This is the lowest that it ever is throughout the year. So definitely take advantage of that sale. And then if you are already a customer and you have Beachbody On Demand, then you would get started with the completion pack. And so definitely talk to your coach, because we have a basic one, which is Shakeology here, which is 130, or you can unlock, or there's one with the performance line, or you can unlock our latest program, which is 10 rounds. So again, talking with the person who invited you to this call and seeing what will be the best option for you. The reason why we suggest, signing up with a package is because what Beachbody does is that in order to be a coach is a $39.95 fee to sign up. When you sign up with a package, they waive that fee. So then it's free. Essentially, it's free. You're getting your package, and so it's free to sign up. So those are the different options. And then why Team Healthier You and why this opportunity? Guys, for us, I will encourage you, and I would just let you know that when you come into our team, you're coming into a family. You're coming into a community. You're coming into a group of individuals that want to help you succeed and want to work with you, not against you, not in competition to you, but really want to encourage you to be the best version of you. And I always say, why this opportunity? Because I don't know any other opportunity that, requires you to work out, requires you to be healthy, requires you to work on yourself, and helps you make money, right? And brings you amazing people into your life. And so, this opportunity has opened up so many doors in our lives and has brought in so many different people and has pushed us and it has brought us closer, I would even say. It has, through the personal development, it's helped us in our communication. We both go to personal development events because we're entrepreneurs now because of Beachbody. And as a result, it's helped us learn how to communicate with each other. So it has helped, in so many different ways, just, outside of business. So really thinking about how the entrepreneurial life can really benefit you, and how specifically partnering with a wellness business and a wellness company can also help you in your own personal goals when it comes to staying healthy and preventing disease and getting in the best shape of your life, while also helping you in your financial goals. So with that said, that's the last of it. And what I want to leave with you guys is that life begins one step out of your comfort zone. And so I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to push past if there's any fear. I want to encourage you to push past any doubt. I want you to realize that growth happens when, in the discomfort, when you're stepping outside of that comfort zone and you're seeing what you're capable of. If you always stay comfortable or you always stay doing what you're never going to grow. And I always tell people, I tell my clients this all the time. If you want to have a different life a year from now, if you want to have a more expanded life a year from now, then you're going to have to do something different than what you're doing now. Because if you already were doing the things that you needed to do, or you already had the mindset that you needed, or you already had the habits that you needed, then you would already have the life that you want. Or you would already have the mindset that you want, or the joy that you want, or the freedom that you want. So if you don't have it now, it's because there's something that you're missing. Sorry, there is. There's something that you're missing. There's something that you need to either grow into. You need to grow into that version of yourself, and you need mentorship in that. And I'm just, just encouraging you. I'm encouraging you that even if you enjoy this opportunity, I just want to leave you with this. I want to encourage you to just move your body every day. I want to encourage you to take your health seriously. And I want to encourage you to pick up a book, listen to a podcast, and better your mind. Feed your mind and be very mindful of what you say to yourself, what you read, what you tell yourself, and be even more mindful of who you surround yourself with.
Well said. Well said.
So that is all I have for you guys. We have for you guys. Do you guys have any questions or anything
Check the chat.
Yeah, looks like people are from Florida, Boston.
So we got Michigan in the house. What?
Cassie.
What?
And Ashley's here.
Yeah, but we don't care about Ashley.
She's just giving her. Any questions, guys, about the business, about the opportunity? No?
That means we did it perfectly.
Yes, we did it perfectly. Awesome job. All right, guys. Oh, let me see. You have a question, Fallon? Oh, no. Oh. She's like, no. Okay.
Oh, she was high-fiving.
Oh, she was high-fiving. Yes. Okay.
Awesome.
Awesome. Great. All right, guys. Well, if no one has any questions, just make sure to reach out to the coach who invited you to this webinar, and we will be posting the recording. So thank you guys for coming on. Bye.
Peace.